Nice coat.
A T-46 form. Are they serious?
Ten hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení. Dobrý. Tak já si udělám další kolečko.
In the sewers. Ridiculous. Can't take that back.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I am protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Feels like everyone is tired.
Nothing suspicious here.
Get my qualifications for the rig next week.
Why do you have to be like that, huh?
Fucking the Valley run this city.
He got his papers and everything.
Go on.
But he still put him up. I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen to me.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. Don't like the
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former Lynn Clinic. It would be really nice if the augmented people of this city could count on us.
Will you please stop trying to enlist me in your activism?
All right, no big deal.
My God.
Come on, you know how this goes. Whatever. Looks like a metro pass. Trying to be
I don't usually blurt out my political views to people on the streets, but I just want you to know.
Step off, Clank. You and your kind make me sick.
Never mind the peach. I'm not buying anything. I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall. They speak the truth.
You sure it's not in your head, brother?
Quack, quack, typing. Computers don't hear it.
I don't hear anything.
Another augmented terror attack. 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit, the ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the
Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local. What?
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moonbase? The clones on the moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose, you break my nose.
I didn't come here to break anything. I just need you to cooperate.
I spent my 20s in a commune, man. I'm all about cooperation.
Good. It's about something you've been looking into. It's making some people nervous. What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of men. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Pike's media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Dovos, but not for the reasons you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy, huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons! The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, don't publish anything until I get back.
Don't worry. Oh, and while you're there, feel free to snoop around. Who knows what else you might learn.
We'll see.
Vigilante for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage causing gridlock for hours.
Enough problems already.
Ani to nebolelo, že?
Would you mind doing just one more?
Rather, stay quiet.
Next, please. Papers.
Copy that.
Yes, since 2017.
Absolutely secure. Data extractors have never breached. Allow me to finish with this gentleman, sir. Absolutely secure. Data extractors have
Welcome
never
to Palisade. We get few augmented clients and
Happens
visitors.
everywhere. Not here. Exactly.
What the hell do you think it means? Of course that's what I want. This man tried to steal from us. Do you enjoy working for me? Does our company's money put a roof over your head? Does being employed with us enable your children to eat? Does your wife get to live in a safe,
It's an inconvenience.
No, of course not. I was just expecting your
Yes, sub-level security room has our up-to-date security passwords.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporal portal.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
I could. But I would only be able to confirm sending out
one of the vault rooms under the
protocol included receiving security.
Well, if it's safe enough for the rich and famous, it's safe enough for me.
Authorization is required to access this area, sir.
This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any red.
For all you need to get through the day.
another augmented terror attack. 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box suggest
That's the policy, right? Our corporate privacy laws are full.
New client, sir? Just a reminder, the mezzanine is off limits to clients. Employees only.
Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company.
Access to this area is restricted, sir.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Sorry, sir. Area is off limits. Might have heard something. Come on. Clear. Taking up post.
Confirmed. Let's get back.
Quiet. Confirmed.
Updated. As you were.
Area clear. Confirmed.
Check update.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Security active. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Moving to next waypoint. Confirmed.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Waypoint clear. Confirmed.
Can confirm.
Heading to next waypoint. Confirmed.
Confirmed. As you were.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing.
This is the third such attack destroyed Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up The organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs when the Collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt. Between you and me, folks, the Collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacities, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, up in the stratosphere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to get through the day. Ashanti. Join us.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing... But terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest
Anomaly detected.
And we at
Trace
Palisade
program
Property
initiated.
Bank have made aggressive concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. For short anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Around the clock, around the world. Always
Access granted.
because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rizika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs.
Narrow passage, sir.
Sir?
Welcome to Palisade Property Bank.
They've taken away everything.
Yeah?
Another one.
I never asked for it.
Glad today. Glad today.
Oh, quick, that's all.
Is it benign?
I've lived in Prague my whole life. Never seen it this bad. Even...
Greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak.
Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attachés out in Seattle's fortress.
So, you got anything on Picus?
I think I found the kind of information you're looking for.
All right. Inspire me.
A commercial airliner went down recently, over an ionospheric research facility. Plane went down because of whatever the military was doing there, not because of some augmented passenger like Picus claims.
Shit, man! This is it! This is headline fucking material! You did good, man. Real good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's cool, man. This should be more than enough. Okay, Bones has been typing up a storm already. We pulled all our Picus theories together and laid out some preliminaries. If you did your job right, this should help fill in the blanks.
So we're done here.
Almost. We need to make sure this issue gets the publicity it deserves. There's a city information hub we want you to hack. It's on your way out, I promise.
And then you forget all about Prahadovos.
Praha who?
The augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks. This is Eliza Kassan.
Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts?
I know what I'm doing.